Good evening, my crafty friends. How are you all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tony Darroch, and this is our wonderful class for the Art of Cardistry, where we have so much fun with our HSN products. So if you've purchased any products from HSN, then this is the best place to be to get the inspiration. I always dig out the deals, and I always let you know when there's free shipping on items. And today is no different. I have something totally awesome for you this evening, and we're going to demo it as well because we haven't actually done it since we started this class. Now this is class 10. So if you've been with me from the start, well done, thank you so much. If you are not a subscriber, you need to click that subscribe button because we are here to support you in any way possible in relation to the products that you spend your hard-earned money on from my wonderful company. Now my name is Tony Darroch, and we have been on HSN for nearly 2 years. We celebrate 2 years in a few months, and we've got some wonderful products coming for you. I'm so excited because we are really pulling out all of the stops to bring you some items that are totally different to what we've brought to you before. Now you all know the quality is there. Hopefully you think they're affordable, so the affordability is there as well. And in this evening's show you can ask questions, you can talk about any products that you might be having difficulty with, or any questions you may have about anything, and hopefully we get them covered in our Monday night lives. So the clocks are back to normal now, so we should be back in the relative hours and be able to be creative together. Now, as always, we always do a live giveaway. So if you can share the show, that would be wonderful. We love to share the love of craft. So if you have a crafty friend who also purchases from HSN and you share the show, that is fantastic as well. I do have access to all your comments, and we do a live giveaway of products in the live show. But if you're not successful in winning in the live show, because I appreciate some of you have to work, and although the time is different here to over across the pond in the USA and other areas, we do like to do giveaways after we've gone off air. So if you want to be in with a chance to win, if you are watching live, brilliant, that's wonderful. Just pop a comment on and share the show if you can, and we'll pick a winner at the end of the show. And if you want to be in with a second chance to win, pop a comment underneath this video when I've gone off air, okay? Because as soon as I go off air after this one, I jump straight into our UK show, and you are absolutely welcome to jump out of this one and into our UK show, where I'll be showcasing some new products launching on Create and Craft. So feel free to join both UK, USA, UK, make some friends, have some fun, and just basically share the love of craft. That is what it's all about. Now, it feels a little bit alien this evening because we're going to do some painting. Don't switch off just because I've said painting, because what I've got to show you is incredible. Now, the products that we're going to be using this evening, I haven't touched on at all in the whole 10 classes that we've brought to you, the Art of Cardistry, okay? But I do want to touch on it this evening, and the reason I want to touch on it this evening is, guess what, guys? I always bring you the steals and the deals. Now, this item has been reduced by a ton, and it has free shipping right now on HSN. Now, let me tell you, $14.95 for this, okay? $14.95. It was $34.95. It's $14.95. You can't even buy the stamp. You cannot even buy the stamp for that, and it's free shipping. So you get 2 paper pads, which I'm going to talk you through how they work in a second or two. You get an A5 stamp set packed with incredible sentiments, some of our best-selling sentiments here in the UK. And you also get a set of A2 card blanks and envelopes. Now, you're probably thinking, looking at that picture, okay, the paper pads are 8 by 8 and you've only given us A2. Because I do check the feedback, and some of the feedback is, why have we got A2 cards when the actual papers are 8 by 8? Well, the papers are 8 by 8 because I want to give you value. And of course, you can cut those 8 by 8s down and create the most amazing slimline, A2, 5 by 7, 8 by 8, 7 by 7, 5 by 5, whatever card you like to make. I haven't put you in a box. You can cut them down and pick the best segments and make your own sized cards that you love. So let's show you what's in this bundle, because it is amazing. For $14.95 and no postage, okay? Let me show you how the system works. I haven't touched on these yet, and I've got some great sentiments. Before I do that, let me do a shout out. So, to all of our wonderful USA fans, has anybody already got this? So this is our watercolour pads, the invisible ink they're called. So you get that lovely sort of silhouette, and all you need to do is paint the colour on top. Has anybody got them? Let me know. So let's do a shout out. We have Carol, Maureen, Sarah, Brenda. We've got 2 Brendas on, Brenda Jones, Brenda Foote, Pam Simpson, Denise Houlons. It's going a little bit fast. So let's just have a look at some of the comments. So Brenda Jones, I have not had any luck using the QR code. It's just not for me. How can I get inspiration? Great question, Brenda. I'm going to help you out big time. So let me just write that down. Stay with me because we have alternatives to the people that don't get on with QR codes because we cover everybody. So QR codes. I'll write that down and I'll cover it in the show for you, no problem. Let's have a look. Hello from Las Vegas, Cat Stress. Welcome to the channel, everyone. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you like the show, give it the thumbs up because this gives us a wider reach also. So shall we get straight into what's happening? I do have my The Real Boss cup with a cup of tea. Oh, and by the way, everyone, I hope you have had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I was thinking about you all, very jealous, but I hope you had a wonderful time, whether you were with friends, family, whatever it may be, whether you were out with family at home. I hope you had a fantastic day. Really, Thanksgiving should be every day because we should celebrate each other every day. It doesn't happen though, we're too busy. Life is busy, isn't it? So, but I hope you had a fantastic day. I was thinking about you all. So, let's crack straight on. Let's have a slurp of this herb tea. Now, this one is elderberry. We'll try it, shall we? I think it'll be all right, but we'll see. So, before I actually get into product, let me just cover the QR code. Is that okay? So we'll just cover the QR code for you because it's super, super simple. I have covered it a few times, but let me just grab a product for you. So I'm just going to grab a product that I have to hand and let me just show you this one. So if you have any of our products, if you go where the QR code is, you can see here, can't you? This is the QR code. So say, for instance, you're not getting on with this QR code. It's not for you. You don't want to invest. You don't want to understand it. Life is too short. I totally get that. But do you see here where it says code 300-523 Delta? Okay, all you need to do is go to our website and there is an inspiration tab. Okay, click the inspiration tab and it says QR code. You click QR code, pop in that code. Guess what? Guess what? Everything linked to this product is there for you. So let me just tell you one more time. Go to our website, How to Craft Network. Okay, go to the inspiration tab. Go down to the QR code tab and type in that code. And if we've got step-by-steps, how-to guides, products, there we go. Thank you, Tim. So across the top, we have awesome deals, TV broadcast, TV schedule, inspiration. If you look down there, we have QR code. If you click QR code, it brings you to this one, which is our inspirational bubble. All you need to do is pop that code above the barcode in there and click search. And up will pop up lots of products. Now, if you, for whatever reason, click that and nothing comes up at you, it just means nothing's been loaded as of yet. Keep trying, though. It is a updating QR code. So pop the code in there, click search, and off you go. You don't have to get your camera or anything. And then down by the base there, if, say, for instance, you pop it in and nothing comes up to you, you can request a video. Like I'm not in this studio enough already for you all. You can click the request the video, pop in what you want. I love this item, Tony. Can you do something with it? Bam, bam, bam. My name's Sheila. Nice to meet you, by the way. Send. Off it goes. It comes to my email, and I do my best to accommodate in any way I can. So I hope that helps. So let's have a look on Facebook. Hello, USA fans. Sue in Lincoln, UK. Lovely to have your company, Sue. Thanks for joining. So that's it. Let's crack straight on. Time's ticking on. Let's show you how this wonderful $14.95 system works, because it's an absolute steal. I'm not joking, it's a steal. Right, so in this particular kit, you get 2 paper pads. Now, let me explain the paper pads because it's super, super simple. So they're 8x8, you get 6 designs in each, 18 pages, and they're 200 GSM. Now, they look beautiful, don't they, on the front? Now, if you want to be a watercolourist but don't have the time to learn and don't want to spend the money and understand light and shade, these are going to be brilliant for you. So when you open them up, look inside here. Oh, they're all grey. How boring. That's because all you need to do is just add the colour. And the light and shade in the grayscale will push through and give you a watercoloured image. So you get this one with the florals. Then you get this one And this has got different ones in as well. So you have full floral, so you can see what I was saying about cutting them into segments, slimline, square, whatever shape, a wreath, 2 slim lines there I can see, or a nice A2 card on there. I have a wonderful hydrangea there and a cluster of roses. So you can't particularly see them great on there. Now, how do we help you out with this system? So when you get the paper pad home, they have the colours on the back, look. So you have a guide instantly. So all you need to do is pick which paper you want, and then we'll just paint it. Now you can follow this as you wish if you want to, and follow it step by step and follow the colours on here, and you will end up with this look. Or you can do your own colouring. Whatever you want to do, there are simply no rules. If you want to do it in a darker grey scale, of course, just do it in grey. Now, if you haven't got watercolours, do you know what a great shout is? Ink pads. We've all got ink pads. Just smooch some ink pad onto your glass mat and off we go. Add some water and paint. So let's have a look. Oh, you're all talking amongst yourselves about kitchens and things and mugs and all sorts of things. Right, so 2 8x8 paper pads in this set. Now these are, I think, $12.99 each here in the UK, so you are getting a steal. So 2 paper pads, then you also get this wonderful stamp set. And this has the most amazing stamp sets. Now I have this board here to show you them blown up so you can see. So if you love this so much, it is still an absolute steal, because this is a big stamp, which is like $20. So for $14.95, you're going to get all of this. So we have Imagination Has No Limit, Hope, which spells happiness, opportunity, positivity, everything. With Love, You Are So Lovely. Love and Hope Make Beautiful People. Get Your Happy On. I love that. It's Cool to Be Kind. Good Vibes. Enjoy Your Day. Perfect Just the Way You Are. And then we've got this cool one here, which gives you a full sentiment. So if you like this set, oh, and you get the A2 cards and envelopes in there as well, just because that's just going to help you out, make your cards quicker with speed as well. So the item number, free shipping, $14.95 for it all. The item number, 775679. 775679. Let me show you some samples, and then we'll show you how the system works, because it really is cool. So just set these onto the back here. Now let me show you some wonderful samples, because these are going to make you look so good. So good. So let's have a look here. So look at that. I didn't pick up a brush. Nobody has to know, though. Nobody has to know. So look at that. The colour underneath, the grayscale, was there as a guide, and I just added the colour on top. So that looks like I've painted that one. With this one, I did exactly the same, but on this one, I added a vellum wrap, and then I heat embossed the sentiment on there as well. So these are a few square ones. This is sort of like the partial wreath going around here with some nice sentiments on here too. Lovely positive sentiments, Denise. I know, I love positivity in my life. And this is just a yellow one, which I tried to do maybe a bit daffodil type style, but of course you can add your own detail and things like that. And then we have another slimline one with a bit of colour, so you can see the difference there with the colour. And then It's Cool to Be Kind across the base there. Then the one design that I cut into 2. So with the leaves, Enjoy Your Day, I Love You. And we have this one with the corner, Enjoy Your Day from the stamp set. Then I've cut the hydrangea down to a smaller card here. I've added some sparkle on the top there. Be Amazing Today. So that's just the grayscale underneath there with the green on top. Another corner one for you here, look. I mean, I haven't been to classes. I do love to watercolour. I'm not brilliant at it, but I'm not poor at it either. But these books really, really do enable me to look far better than I actually am. Imagination Has No Limits, and that's just one of the designs. And then we have these 2 wonderful ones here. So these are the slimline ones where you just add the colour on top. And I mean, come on, would you be able to paint this on your own? Count me out. I wouldn't be able to. But for $14.95, you're going to have to give it a try, guys, because they are truly awesome. So let's have a play. What have I got? If you have a question, Q, okay? It just helps me out. Spot the Q, and then hopefully I'll be able to answer it for you, okay? I'm trying to monitor all of the lovely comments. Now, if you can share, I will talk about it throughout the show, but if you can share, that would be awesome. So on my desk here, These are two that I had already sort of like cut down. And I've made 2 cards with this one. Check this out. So you can see if they were together, they would have been a connected design, but I'm making 2 cards here. So I painted the design, then I cut it down the centre, and I used that lovely, lovely big sentiment here for the slim line. And then I have Imagination Has No Limit on this side as well. So we could just stick that absolutely flat. It has got some pads on the back, so let's pop this one on. So you can see how you can get 2 cards for the price of 1 too. So let's just pop this off to the side. I can pop it up at the top. No, let's go here. Don't want to cover too much of that pretty leaf. So there we go, 2 cards, super simple. But let me show you the simple painting process and how I like to do it. So let's just set those aside. Now I'm just going to get the book and I'm going to do the big wreath, okay? Might not get time to do it all because I do enjoy the moment. I do take my time, and you will do the same at home. But I have one of the pads, and it's not a choice if you get both, remember. So let me just turn it over here. So here is the wreath that I'm going to attempt to copy. And here is the piece of card from the collection. Now I'm going to turn it so it's exactly the same as that painted piece there. So I've got the flowers up here, the leaves. Now, first of all, let's get the greenery in, because green's quite easy, isn't it? Super simple. So I'm just going to grab a green ink pad. Just pull this down a little bit, move it over a bit. I'm just going to use my glass mat as a mixing station. So I'm going to do some green from my ink. I'm going to do a little bit of teal as well. So I have a bit of a lighter colour and a darker colour green. So we can mix them up. And then what else have we got? Orange. So I like to get all my inks out on my glass mat here. There's a bit of yellow in there. Pink, of course, pink, 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 pink. And I think we'll just go with that for now. Okay, you can always top up as well. So then you're just going to need a brush, any type of brush really. So let's just get some water. Let's have some fun. So I'm going to follow the guide. Super easy, guys. And if you want to just do quick cards, just lay 1 layer of colour and be done. Let the light and shade come through with the colour, printed colour underneath. If you want to add more detail, because you're a little bit more advanced, or you have the courage to add some shades and some tone, go for it. What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't jump off the table and eat you, electrocute you. I promise you it won't. I promise you. Although one day it's going to, and somebody's going to say, you promised it wouldn't, and it will. I'm only joking. It won't. I promise. You have a ton of designs as well, so you can keep going and keep going. I'm practicing. I mean, for $14.95, I mean, it's a steal at $35 because of the ink, because of the stamp as well, and the 2 paper pads. It was already a great price. So to have it on at this price is like a no-brainer. Right, so let's have some fun here. So I'm going to start with the green. I'm just going to take my brush. Let's pull it into shot so you can see exactly what I'm doing with my mucky water, because I have been painting before coming to air. So let's mix up some of this green here. I'm just going to move this over a little bit and pull this into the centre so you can see. Now I'm copying this one here, okay? So all I'm going to do, so there's 4 leaves here. Let's do this 4 leaf here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add the green on top. I'm going to just paint over the design, okay? Not hard. Get some more water. Now I'm going to let that do its thing. When it dries, the shading underneath will just come to the top, okay? So just follow the guide underneath. I'm not asking you to be a leaf painter. Just follow the guide underneath, okay? So let's do this one here. So it comes from there. It's because some of the design sort of like disappears into nothing much, really. So you do need the guide on the back, okay? So we've done a little bit of a lighter leaf there. And trust me, when you first do it, you're like, oh, this is really bad. But as you go through and you get it painted up, it does look really cool, okay? So just have the courage to see your design through and see what it looks like at the end. So I've just got a little bit lighter on there. And then let's just do this one. I'm just following the guide best I can. This one's a little bit dark, but I'm not too precious about it. You can always take a little bit of the ink off. So I'm going to do a few of the greens taking a bit of this green off here. A bit too dark. So let's just leave those as they are and let's move on. We'll come back to them. So I go through the guide here. We have some greens here. So that's here, 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 here. Super simple. So let's just turn our design around here just to help me out a little bit without getting my hands in my work. And then this bit here, add a bit more water. And again, so that's that one. There is one here. And there's one here. It's a little bit like painting by numbers, but there isn't a number guide, if that makes any sense at all. And we've got this line here, and then we've got a big chunky one. So you can see as it's drying, there's a light patch in the middle of that leaf, and that light patch is pushing through. Sarah says she's not seen these before. Oh, these are, we've done a few of these, Sarah. Where have you been? So they're the invisible ink. So basically the colour, the base is down for you. You just need to add the ink on top. And when you first do it, you think, oh, what a hot mess. You honestly do. But then as you go through the whole design and see the end result, you think to yourself, do you know what? I could not have painted that without that guide underneath. Absolutely not. And then you get like a sense of achievement at the end. It's so cool. So I'm just going with all of the leaves here, all in one colour, to show you that it really is simple. It is as simple as just adding the one colour. Of course, if you want to be a bit more advanced and add more colour, and I do have the sample and I'll show you in a second, you can do that too. Let's get the green down. So far so good. I'm going to get back to where I need to be to see where my design is. There we go. So we have some green here. So let's get these in. This one's a leaf, is it? Yeah. Is this one a leaf? Yeah. This one's pretty much non-existent, but it is a leaf, so I'm going to go with it. This is new to me too, says Brenda. I nearly picked up my water then to drink. Cup of tea. Don't get confused. It doesn't taste very nice. So let's keep going with our green. Now, if you wanted to maybe let's do some different coloured leaves as well, okay? So let's mix a bit of blue with the green and get a different shade of green. So they're not all the same, because they're not all the same in this image, you see. So let's swap it out a little bit. So let's go with this one. So this has got a little bit of a blue undertone, just to give us a little bit of difference in there. This one's a leaf. That one. And if you love a little bit of downtime, a bit of something that's therapeutic, you know, a bit of don't want to get all your craft stash out, don't want to faff too much, this is brilliant. You can just sit with it on your lap on top of your Eureka if you want to. Any more? Can we see any more? Have I missed any? That one there is a leaf. These are leaves. And again, you don't have to colour the design like absolutely precise, because the designs that I've chosen here are very, very forgiving anyway. So if you don't lay it down correctly, it looks like it's got an instant shadow anyway. So just bear that in mind. Perfectly imperfect, should we say. So let's get this one in here. So these are all green on the here. So I am going exactly by the demonstration on the back here, just to simply show you how easy it is. But you've seen from a few of the samples, I didn't follow it at all. I just chose my own colours. I got a little bit, you know, a little bit daring with it. So I'm just filling in these gaps here with that. Are these leaves? That looks like a leaf. So let's do that one. you can see how the grayscale pushes through on the design to give you like a watercolour finish. It's so cool. I can't tell you. It is so cool. So fill that in a little bit there. What are these? They're yellow. Yellow, green, green. All green. Right, so let's connect our lovely wreath, shall we, by putting some lines in there. Elaine says she needs to get hers out over the Christmas holidays and have a play. You certainly do. And then you just need to, once you've got a ton of them painted, cut them down and get them onto cards. Or make them into little note cards or giftables in a gift set, like pre-painted mounts, things like that. So, so cool. So let's connect the wreath. So let's just maybe pick up a bit more green here. Just mix up some green. So I can see it, all the lines in between are green. So I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to connect those lines. Are they green? They are. We'll come back to those. I'll change the green for that one. So we've got that one. And are these green? They totally are. And I'm just following the lines. I'm not doing anything out of character. I'm literally just following the lines. Here we go. And I'm just getting my wreath to look like a painted wreath. So I'll follow those lines, lines, lines. This one too. This one too. Is that a leaf? That's a leaf. Let's get him painted in. So I'm quite happy so far. What's everybody else thinking? Are you thinking, oh, you've convinced me, I just ordered this? Springcraft too, absolutely. And you know, it doesn't, and I'm a big advocate of picking this up. Now for $14 of dollars, but you're picking this up, you know, you're getting the idea of watercolour as well. You might not be brilliant at it, and neither are any of us, to be honest. But be proud of your work. You painted it, regardless of what's underneath. You know, cut them down, make them work. If you've got a bit of an area you're not quite sure about, you didn't quite mix the colour you wanted, put a sentiment over it, put a butterfly over it. Sue says, question, Tony, why are you not using your water well I bought you? Sue, it's at home. I'm using it at home. I haven't brought it into work yet. It's a bit fancy. It's like a few things. I get bought so many things. I got a lovely pin from Carol Ann. It's too nice to put in my glue. And today I got a wonderful present from a lady as well, which is just absolutely out of this world, and I cannot use it. It's criminal. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I am using yours. It's at home because I paint at home, or I try to paint at home. But yes, I could actually bring it in and show people because it's quite genius, really. If you don't mind, if that's okay. So let's get these buds in here, the yellow. Shall we do the yellow? So they're a bit yellow and orange, so let's get some yellow on here. Get some more, Tony, don't be tight. So let's fill in these buds here. And then when you add the stamped sentiment in the centre or in parts of, honestly, it's a wow factor. So let's just get some yellow on here. Now I've put the yellow on there, but on the buds I've got a bit of orange as well. So I'm going to pick up some orange and drop a little bit of orange in as well. So, but this will come when you start to play and faff around with it and just have fun with it. The nose has gone, ladies and gentlemen. I think I need to blow the big hooter. Not a good sketch at all. See how I just dropped a little bit of orange in there just to get this effect in here? So where else have I got some? Right, we've got one here. So let's pick up some more yellow. Where else? All of these. So let's fill them all in. Pick up some orange whilst it's wet. Drop a bit of orange in the centre. Let it just run out if you want to. And it will pretty much disperse to nothing. Okay, so just have the courage to get the colour on. Have a play. Right, where else? Here and here. You might actually surprise yourself, guys, honestly. There we go. Are they all orange all the way around? Right, let's get them all done. And then we'll get on to the cool part, which is the flowers. Add a bit of orange whilst it's wet. can see I'm not being precise, guys. I'm really actually not going completely over the lines as it says on the thing, but you can see it's already coming together, can't you? See your cards through, see it to the end. If at the end you've seen it, you've looked at it, you've touched it, you've stroked it, you've asked for somebody's opinion and you're still not in love, it's a piece of paper. It's not going to kill you, I promise. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But my best cards always come back from faffing, reflecting, looking, changing, adding bits and pieces. So let's do these other buds on here. So more yellow, it's getting a bit watery is this yellow. Let's get some more. And let's get these in. So these buds are, oh, these are green on the end. Drop a bit of orange in. So are they all my buds? Let's have a look. So that's a flower, that's a flower, that's a flower, that's their buds, and their buds. Right, let's move on. I have missed a line though, just seen there's a line, green line. So let's just pop that line in there. And these are buds as well. Mix it up a little bit. I mean, ask yourself the question when you're doing it. Could you paint that wreath? Could you so far? Would you even get the composition right? Because I would not. Brenda says, could we expect new ones in the new... We've got new ones, yep, we've got new ones coming. We've got some very special ones coming too for you also, yep. When I create products that definitely encourage you to push your boundaries with craft, i.e. pick up this, even if you are just using your watercolour ink pads, I'm all over it, Brenda, all over it, I tell you. So... wonderful. Oh, we've got lots on Facebook. If you can share the show, you're joining us late. Don't worry, you've not missed much, other than my nose running. And I'm using the tissue that I'm cleaning my brush with. And then you wonder why I do the school run and I'm covered in glitter and paint and things. Hey, it's fine. Right, let's do some flowers. So we have a bunch. Let's start with this one up here, and then I'm not going to put in my hand in the paint. So it's predominantly pink, so let's get some pink. And what I always say with flowers is always put the colour down lighter than you would normally, because it's easier to add than it is to take away. Okay, so don't be too heavy-handed like I was with that first leaf. I was a little bit heavy there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to colour this in here. So I'm just going to follow the guide. Add a bit more water on there. Follow that guide. And it goes right down here. It goes down here. It goes down here too. Round here. It is like, can you remember as a kid when you used to add paint to paper and the colour just used to come to life? Can you remember? The colour used to sort of like, I can't remember what it was called, to be honest. So I'm just followed. So that's basically the guide there of the flower. There's a little gap there. And I can see it's got orange at the top as well. So I'm going to get some orange. Let's just drop some orange in the top as well whilst it's wet. Bit of orange around here. I'm going to step away from it and then I'll add more detail in a bit. So let's move on to the next one. So this one's got a bit of purple in, but I haven't got purple with me, so mine's going to be pink. So pink we go, here we go. Oh, bit dark, left more water. So colour the guide all the way around. And in the centre it's quite spotty, so I'll just follow the spots. That's quite white there. And then let's add some orange. So you can just see there the light and shade from the grey coming through there. And the same applies here. There is light and shade. It will just pop through. So there's a sort of simplified rose on the side there. Then down by the base here, it looks like there's more yellow on this one, so let's just colour it in yellow first. Add a bit more. Try and get it yellow at least so you can see it. And then it's got a bit of pink on, so we'll drop some pink in. You can see it's dispersing out like this here. If you want to let it just do its own thing, you can. But if you've got too much water or colour in your project and you want to take it out, take your brush to some tissue, take out the water, push it back. The thirsty brush will drink the ink back. So that's not a bad effort there. And then this one is pink. So let's get some pink. So this one is sort of like going round and it's got an orange centre, so I'm just going to follow. And in some of the areas, I can't actually see the design. It's too light. So I'm just looking at the picture and going for it myself. Because sometimes that's also good. So let's just make this a little bit darker. My grandchildren always put too much water on. Yeah, I know. Tom's had a go at this. He did get bored after like the third painting, to be honest. He really did want the ink to just come along and do it for him. He's more of a sketcher. He likes to sketch, does Tom. So as you can see, we have a full painted design. I mean, I didn't do any of the hard work, any detail, no, nothing. But I can see there are still detail in here. So if you want to, this is just an incredible card as itself. But if you want to, maybe pick up some more green and follow, say for instance, if you look at this particular leaf, just down here, it's got a line in it. Okay, I can see the line in there. So I'm just going to go in and just add that little line. Can you see here? Just added that little line. It'll blend. Watercolours always dry back 20% or sometimes a little bit more. So there's a line in that one there as well, and I can see it. I'm going to pop that in. Let it do its magic. Don't worry about it. Move on. Is there one in any of these? There is. There's one here. So if you do want to go in and add those lines, details, or if you just literally want to just get the effect. I mean, I'm not looking at the paper now. I'm just actually just adding a little bit of detail myself. And if you want to connect the stalks, add them under. Of course, you can do that too. So let me just show, I mean, how long did that take us? 10 minutes? What do we think? It's so relaxing watching you paint. So it's all right when it's going all right, Sue, but sometimes, you've seen me, I've had to recover some paintings sometimes. Right, let me just get rid of some, let's just stamp a sentiment in here now and watch how the sentiment will push back all of that watercolour and you're going to end up with something absolutely awesome. Awesome. So let's get my Eureka here. Let's just clean this off first before I make a hash of it all. So if you have shared, thank you so much. We will pick a winner very shortly. Time is ticking on. And I am live again at 8 o'clock. So if you want to stay with me, I've got more demos at 8 o'clock too. Please do so. We love to have your company. Let's get a stamped sentiment on here. Now this would look awesome in a frame. And if you had maybe, you wanted to send an invite to somebody, or you could maybe hot foil the letters inside so it looks like that really classic, like A&M invite you to, or, you know, just totally, and you can say you've painted it. You have painted it. Nobody has to know there's a guide underneath. Come on. Right, so let's just pop this in here. So now it's down to me as to, I'll just leave it as an 8x8 piece now. Of course, I could cut it into two. I could cut it into an A2 and just do it corner to corner. But I'll just leave it as this wreath for now. And let's shall I put that full sentiment in the centre? So that's this one, guys. So I always get my stamp set. So look here. We could pop the sentiment big one, or we could go, oh, get you happy on my fave. Imagination has no limit. So you don't have to stamp it in the centre. You could stamp it off. You don't even have to add a stamped sentiment. So I'm going to go with the big Be thankful always. Forgive, share, respect one another. Show compassion. We make mistakes. Try new things. Say I love you. Be grateful. Laugh out loud. Know you are cherished. And always be happy. So let's just pop this in the centre here. Looks beautiful. Thank you. Not a bad effort for 10 minutes, guys, honestly. And to be fair, I'll show you the sample again. This one that I did with the full, I just spent a little bit more time on it. I would probably say this one maybe took me about half an hour. So you can look, and there's not much difference there, look. I've spent a little bit more time on here, on this one. So you can see the difference. I've even missed a leaf there. Look, I didn't even notice, but it looks like a shadow, so I'm okay with it. But you can see two different, they look different, don't they, as well? And they're from the same backing. So let's just ink this one up. And then we'll give a winner a shout out. And I will send out one lucky winner something amazing from our store. Unfortunately, I can't give you these because I think HSN are reordering these, and these are the only ones I have. So I daren't give you these. And again, if they do reorder them, they won't be at that price either as well. So I daren't give you these ones, which I normally do, don't I? But not today, not today. So let's just stamp this a few times, get it a real nice black. I'll just do it one more time. Now, if you have your sparkle pens and things like that, sparkle up the leaves if you want to. You could even add a die-cut flower on the corner, so you've got your watercolour piece in the back, then die-cut flowers in the front. Are you ready? There we go. I'll let you read the sentiment as well yourselves. How wonderful is that? I mean, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So cool right now. So good. So just a quick recap. Let's just show you what you get in this wonderful set. I will send this painted piece to the winner that I'm going to pick in a second. So let's just move this out of the way. Let's do a little bit of a quick recap because I'm live again in 10 minutes for our second show. So let's have a quick recap. So you get the A2 card blanks and envelopes, which is a little bit of a Brucey bonus, really. So you'll be able to utilise them in the rest of your craft if you don't want to cut these down. These need bigger cards if you want to keep them at the size they are. So you get the... oh, it's all right, it's all right. So you get the wonderful 2 paper pads and that large A5 stamp. I'm just going to show you under camera now. So item number 774679, $14. Ooh, $14.95. So it's this one. Okay, and there are all the designs on the back coloured up so you can see. Then it's this one. And there are all the designs coloured up on the back there. Then it's the wonderful A5 stamp set, which is incredible. And then the wonderful card blanks and envelopes. And you're going to be able to make pretty creations like these. I could not paint that on my own. Anyone else? Anyone else? So Brenda, question, I'm having trouble finding it on the website. It's on HSN, Brenda. HSN 774679, $14.95, reduced from $39, I believe. Super steal. So, shall we announce a winner on HSN? Thanks, Brenda. That's really kind. Let's have a look, see if we have a winner. So this evening's winner, let's have a look. We have, drum roll, so bad, I know. I need to get some sound effects, but our USA winner this evening is Brenda Monroe from Michigan. Well done, sweetheart. Brenda Monroe from Michigan. Now, to claim your prize, all you need to do is email me at info@stampsbyme if you want to, or you can catch me on social media, Stamps by Me. Just remember to tell me what I said you've won. And you've won the watercolour painting and a gift from Tony. And I'll find you something amazing. and I'll sign it for you as well, sweetheart. So congratulations, darling. Now, I will also send a second winner something as well, and I will send a card to that person too. All you need to do is comment underneath this video when I have gone off air. Now, I am back in 10 minutes on the same channel, so if you want to grab a cup of tea, coffee, juice, water, whatever it is, and I'll see you back here at 8 o'clock UK time, 10 minutes for you if you are in the USA. So I will see you all very, very soon. We have some wonderful new products and more demonstrations. So I will catch you all soon. Don't forget to get those deals on HSN. See you soon. Bye.